Dan, put it out. Jesus. Right next to the plastic cables, the rubber cables.
We haven't prepared anything.
Nothing is prepared for today's podcast.
Okay.
Technically our first podcast, and I've just been to the toilet.
Okay, which is...
Because you suggested it.
Well, yeah, now you kind of felt that you needed to.
Well, I think if someone says, do you want to go to the toilet? You should probably go to the toilet.
Do you go
for whatever reason?
Do you go to the toilet before a long car journey?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. There you go. So this is a long conversation.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like I needed to go to the toilet.
Right.
I just went in there and just stood.
So how do we... Is this just... Are we on? Is this how this... We're just going,
We just start, I guess.
Okay. Do we do an intro?
Well, on our previous attempt at doing a podcast,
so should we do a backstory of what's happened?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we, for some reason, decided to do a podcast, which we will discuss briefly shortly. But we did have one attempt at filming this.
Yeah, well, we've had 2 attempts. This is our 3rd attempt at filming episode 1. First attempt,
really well.
We were setting everything up, and which took like an hour. Yeah. Just setting up cameras, trying to find the right cables to plug in, and we were working with the switcher, trying to get that to work, plugging it into your laptop.
Yeah.
And
issues galore, basically.
So many issues. Yeah. It would not. I think the plug on your laptop.
I don't think they care about what the issue was.
There was an issue. It didn't work. We said, "Fuck this! I'm going home."
Yeah, and you had a long drive, so you went.
Yeah.
Left all the cables everywhere.
Yeah.
He was annoyed. I let it go. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're tidy that. You were stressed. We had another go.
Yep.
That went really well.
It went really well.
Was funny.
Yeah, I drove down especially for that.
Yeah, all right, Robert. I get it. You travel a long way to be here every day. I get it. Every day I get a traffic report. Hi, Danny. I'm going to be on time, but just to let you know, the M25 is fucked.
It was really fucked. There was an hour delay.
Yes, I had the same thing. I feel like I need a chair here. Maybe we should just do a 4th episode for the first episode, a 4th attempt at the first episode.
Just get it right now.
Yeah. So back on point. So the next episode we shot, it was really funny.
Really good. Really funny.
It flowed well.
Yep.
We had an intro.
We did a handshake.
Yeah.
The Smash City handshake.
True. Forgot about that. Completely gone.
Yeah, like every time we were just going to do "Welcome to Smash City," and then we do this
stupid thing, and then that went well. Dick that evening was excited to drive home. Drove all the way home, and even after your journey, started offloading all the footage and getting stuck in.
Didn't have to offload anything. It's just there on a little SD card because it all gets edited right now. Stuck it in. I just wanted to see it on the timeline. And
what happened, Dick?
To my surprise, all of the footage had all of the overlays that are on the cameras, all the settings, all the framing guides, and also all the focus peaking.
You didn't look good.
Bits. It just looked.
It was all unusable. Really,
unusable is what it was. Yeah.
So here we are again. 3rd attempt at doing a podcast.
Episode 1
of a podcast we're not sure anyone's going to watch or even listen to. Because that was, if we're honest, that was the main focus of episode 1, wasn't it?
Yeah. Should we do a podcast? Who's going to listen to this apart from our families? Probably not even our families.
Yeah, I mean, I think my mum would watch it, or listen to it in the background, I'm
going to tell my mum not to.
Brilliant. Okay.
Look, Danny's going to say some things about me, all right?
That's one less viewer. They're all the truth. There's one less viewer. But yeah, so who is going to watch this podcast? And what is it called? More importantly, if we're doing a podcast, what's the point? What are we talking about? What's it called? Because I do have a few suggestions.
Okay. So for a name of the podcast. So the channel is Smash City.
Standard.
Yep.
Smash City.
And our podcast
is The Danny D Show.
Right.
Because I am Danny and you are Dick. Danny D for Dick. Danny D Show. Danny D Show.
Right.
Sort of works, doesn't it?
Sure.
Ring to it.
Yep.
Or Danny and Dick.
Well,
Danny's Dick.
Dick and Dan works quite well. No. I think we said this in our
we did, but
fake
I think
episode
we went with
1.
Dick and Dom from, and then we
yeah, because Dick and Dom in the bungalow It's Dick
Again,
and Dom.
we can't-
Dick comes first.
So old.
I come first.
What?
What?
That's such an old reference, like Dick and Dom.
They'll get it.
This is going to be on TikTok. Like, if we're chopping this for TikTok,
There are so many clips of Dick and Dom on TikTok.
probably just for the audio. Probably no one knows who they are. But anyway,
Bogies.
so it's good, isn't it? We should bring that back on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, because surely, claim more credit for it. Yeah. So the Danny D show.
Well, I think you should have your own show on our channel called The Danny D Show, and then you can really do whatever you want.
Okay. So, well, names to be decided,
Yeah.
to be confirmed.
Like Smash City Uncensored. Smash
Very
City.
censored. It's
the
very,
podcast.
very censored. We're
Sma-
on YouTube. We're on TikTok. This is
Smash
like the most-
City Tame AF.
Yeah. No. Josh, have you got any suggestions?
You do.
Oh.
You do have a microphone, by the way. So if you press the on button, which is on HDMI 3, there should be an audio. 1 second. 1 second.
Edit. Cut this out. Hi. I am currently... Hi, welcome to the Danny D podcast on Smash City. Available on...
Hold on. Josh is going to speak. Josh, are you with us?
Oh my god.
you
I
have a mic?
can hear myself now.
Okay, turn it off. Turn it off.
Great job.
Turn it off.
Dick.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay.
Resume schedule.
Yeah. Cut that.
Cut all of that. So should we probably just cut from... Do you have any opinions? And now back into this bit.
Yeah, we just hard cut.
Yeah.
We're just in a different position. Yep.
Yeah.
I need a solution for this. So I've got my mug here, but I need to,
Yeah.
I can't.
I do feel I need a... But again, we're not going to redo the podcast. This
Not
is
because of
episode
that.
1. If people decide to watch,
Hmm.
then what are they in store for?
I don't know.
Is it
well,
more of this?
I guess they know who we are.
Do they?
You're a
Corn.
beep star.
Corn. We can say corn.
Corn star.
A corn star.
And I'm a corn director.
You do direct a lot of corn.
So much.
You do.
So much.
Yeah. So they know that, but are we going to have stars?
Corn
here?
stars.
Corn people.
We probably will.
We'll probably have
We
some
probably
corn people.
will.
And we'll talk about current events and topics.
Yeah, current affairs and politics with corn stars.
This is going to flop hard, isn't it?
Oh, that's what she said.
Oh, I let that. Yeah, I didn't want to continue the... So yeah, YouTube, little show. Do you reckon we can get Spotify? Because honestly,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll tell you, I've got a little topic. I've got a little thing we can
All
talk
right.
about. Yeah, I've mentioned it already, but TikTok, all right? You may have heard me talking about it a couple of times,
Mm-hmm.
several times in the 6 minutes we have been recording. But TikTok, I'm very new to it, all right? This last week, I've got on it. You have been telling me for some time to get on TikTok. I just didn't really grasp the idea, you know what I mean? It's just very quick videos, boom, 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 boom. Didn't find the funnies.
A lot of swiping.
A lot
involved.
of swiping. Yeah, kind of felt Tinderish. You know, just more swiping than...
Well, what were you looking for? What were the ones that you enjoyed and you were watching?
Well, that was the thing. I just sort of signed in, and then it kind of reads off the ones you watch, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I kind of watched a few crap ones, and then I think I was just getting a crap feed.
TikTok was just like, oh, he likes the crap
Oh, he
ones.
likes
Here
the
you go. We have
boring-
plenty.
So yeah, I got into it, played a little bit. It's not too bad. Met that Rebecca Goodwin, the redhead.
Yeah, when you say
funny
met
chick.
her, you mean you came across her?
Well, it's both.
You saw her on TikTok.
Well, no, saw her on Twitter.
Okay,
Messaged her, reached out, was like super funny because she is funny.
very funny.
And was like, "Do you want to, do what we do together?" Sort of vibe. They get it. Do that. She said only if you do some TikToks. I agreed. Thought that'd be funny. TikToks are funny, surely. Didn't really want to do the TikToks. Mainly just wanted to do the extras. It was really fun. Like, we went live. People were throwing little moustaches at me. I had little cowboy hats, prawn sandwiches. It got crazy. So anyway, having a bit of fun. But one of the comments did stand out very, very much so. Someone said, and if you're watching, thanks, said, watching Danny D use TikTok is like watching my dad operate a new phone. And and you're like, and I just felt maybe a bit old on TikTok. So, but the girl said, look, don't worry, just go live, just have some fun with it. So I did. I went live, and I was like driving with the D. That was fun. A few people jumped in my room. It was cool. And then it took a bad turn. Went downhill very quickly. At this point, people are joining in. They're expecting some coolness. This is Danny D, the corn star, and I arrive home, still on my live, and went indoors. All my washing was out, so I'm drying all the washing in the kitchen. So that doesn't look very cool for a start. All right, just bypass that. So then they're like, oh, what are you up to? So I'm like, I'm going to do some food, eat dinner, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what you got for dinner? Open my fridge. It was bare. There was nothing. Like, not even a can of beer. Do you know what I mean? So it just looked incredibly depressing.
Very much a single man.
Very much a
single man vibes.
And it didn't look...
Sorry. Going through a divorce vibes.
Okay, we're going there, are we? I believe we missed it the first 2 attempts
Did we?
of podcasting, and now we're going in. Okay, yeah, let's address it because it'll be in the comments, no doubt. Yeah, currently going for a divorce. Oh, let's do it more naturally, like it.
Oh, okay. He says planning.
Yeah, so you're like, how's the divorce?
Oh, yeah. So we'll just go from me saying how. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Oh, so did you watch any TV last night?
Not much. No.
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 So how's the wife? Oh, you're going through divorce, aren't you? Sorry, I can make it more natural. I'll make it more natural.
Oh, we're
okay?
going
No, we'll do it. We'll do it again.
Is it 3 attempts before we release anything?
Let's do 3 attempts at every conversation we have.
Okay, right.
Okay,
I'm
ready?
so sorry for anyone watching this. This is why we're not going to make a second episode.
Do you sleep well at night?
Kinda.
Oh, is that because you no longer have a wife?
Are you lonely? A little bit. Why is that? Is it because your family don't love you? Jesus.
Oh my God, Danny.
I know. Yeah, so we're still friends. That's good. But we just don't have the sex anymore. Not much different to when we was married, if I'm honest.
Oh, Daddy D.
Sorry. Jokes. Like my marriage.
Wow.
Yeah, divorce. That's a fun one. I went for a little time of bringing it up a lot at work.
Yeah, whilst filming.
We would just kind of slip it into every script, no matter what the character was. The character was going for a divorce.
Yep, and he would mention it.
I feel it helped.
It helped you.
It definitely helped.
Yeah, not the scene.
Or the girl I was working with on the day. She
lot
found
of
it very
confusion.
awkward. Very awkward. A lot of anger.
Oh, God. There was no anger.
Definitely
no
not.
anger.
No, we are very polite people. I mean, you get a bit clicky on set. I'm not going to lie.
To you, yeah.
You do get a bit.
Well, Danny gets very distracted, so I'm like, oh, over here. Over here, buddy. Come on.
But for me, right, there's not many workplaces where you can just go to work
and have sex with a lady and get paid for it.
That is true. All right, that is true. But just go to work and have a lot of fun. Like we get to have so much fun. I mean, you probably don't have as much fun as I do.
I'm trying to work. I keep saying it, but you don't seem to understand that I come here and I'm trying to work because I've got a script.
Oh, we all are.
To film.
But you know that.
But then, and I'm trying to do that because I know I need to get it done by at least.
Pre-traffic.
I try to get it done. The acting done by lunchtime because if I don't get it done by then, you start to be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Because sometimes, you're just like this, and I just want to have fun and play with boobs and run around.
No, you're not playing with boobs. You just want to mess about with Josh, or you just want to.
That's fun, isn't it?
Want to set fire to people? Did he just?
He did. Oh. Can we say the word?
Oh, you're a thunt.
I'm that. Yeah. So we have a game at work. It can happen at any point.
At any point in the day, someone will just go like this, and the last one to put their hands up
is
we all turn to them, point, and call them the C word.
Yeah. A cat.
A sausage.
What? Yeah. But yeah, no, it's where was we? I feel like I'm in a scene again.
We were talking about how you mess about on set all the time while I'm trying to work.
No. Well,
that's why I click at you.
Where are we?
Sometimes
But,
Danny will be so tired sometimes that he will just sort of sit there like this, and then he'll just kind of stare, and he'll just go into this kind of daze and go, "Where am I? What's going on?
Where are we? What's going on?" I'm generally referring to the script, like where are we in the day, not like where am I, like geographically.
No, you are pretending that you don't know where you are or what you're doing.
As I said, Rick, none of this is good for me, right? You said, go on TikTok. Didn't end well, did it? Everyone realises I'm a boring corn star with a bad, sad little life.
Your fridge was empty. That's where we were.
Great, thank you.
Nothing in the fridge. Danny does not have food at home.
No one, it just doesn't.
Do you have like emergency food, like somewhere?
Well, I've eaten it. There's nothing left.
No, but do you have like I always have pasta. So if I'm like hungry and I realize, I don't have anything in, at least I've always got pasta to make.
No, there was like a few tins and stuff, but again,
tins of beer.
Yeah, tins of beer, but even they'd gone. Yeah, there wasn't much. I'd been Domino's quite hard, few of them.
Likes a lot of gaming.
We're digressing. The point I'm trying to make is none of this is good for me, right? Haven't been on social media. The best I do, when I was married, is posting a fish or something, lifting up an old car.
Where do you send it? Where are you sending all these fish?
Just on Instagram or something,
All right.
And now I'm on TikTok looking like a beep, just very sad, lonely old man.
But at least it's truthful, That's what people of TikTok, that's what they like.
And now you're suggesting we do a whole other show of, how long is this show? 30 minutes, 40 minutes or something?
This is like an hour.
So it's an hour.
Yeah.
So it's an hour of me not being able to control myself. And basically people are going to realise I'm a bit of a knob. It's not going to... Like the Lad Bible interview, I held that shit together.
Yes. So when we're on set, it's very professional, and
I had 6 weeks of PR coaching.
In fact,
for that.
people like to.
I really didn't. But you did it all right. They had their shit together, didn't they? They had a nice little outfit, not like this shitty little setup that we've got.
No.
They was smart. Yeah. Turned in, little cup of tea, cup of coffee waiting for you. Mm-hmm. It was cold by then, but then go into the room. Couple of questions, and very nice.
Yep,
very nice. And then,
did you see that they posted a recent thing? The guys who do 15 minutes with, and it's of all the crew discussing their favorite moments and the people that moved them the most, and they have all clips from everyone in there.
I didn't see this.
I'm skipping through it. We're not in it. We are not in it. There's no Danny D. There's no Dick Bush. No one said, "Oh yeah, this was my favorite interview," or "This was my favorite bit."
Of this podcast, man?
You know what?
How is this good for us? How is this in any way? I'm telling you, none of this is going to be good for me. And you're like, oh, the Lad Bible interview? Yeah, they did like the.
Nobody remembers you, Dan.
Highlight reel, the best bits. Yeah, you weren't in it.
No, they were talking about like people with disabilities.
Well,
and people have gone through really harsh things, and people have really emotional stories.
The day that I went in for my Lad Bible interview, there was a guy that had a bionic penis going.
They mentioned him.
Same day, so it weren't like, it was a bad day to remember. Like they mentioned bionic.
Yeah, they mentioned the bionic penis guy because they said it was one of their favorite titles, and they were worried that it was very clickbaity, but what else could they call it?
Right, yeah, 100%.
And they were like worried that it wasn't technically a bionic penis.
I suppose, yeah.
We should shoot a scene with a bionic.
Either that or just a produce concept. Where we just come up with the idea. We just write.
I think I did write a scene called Robocock at some point where you get like shot in the groin and then they rebuild you as a police officer with a robotic penis. That's robotic.
That how I was coming in.
Robotic.
That's porno Robocop, is it? He goes in very... Yeah. That makes sense.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Whoa.
It's a line from the movie.
It writes itself, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah. So back to this not being good for me. Maybe, do we have like a cut-off point? Like, so say we get 10 viewers, right? Obviously, you and me are one of them.
We both of us are
Well,
one.
we're going to watch it at the same
we
time,
watch
surely.
it together.
I'll drive
and then
to yours.
never again.
Probably got our parents are going to watch it. Well, my mum. Your mum's not allowed to watch it because I'm going to say things about you.
Yeah, they might watch it. My
might.
friends are more likely to watch it.
Okay, right. I'm going to put it on Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah, I mean,
So people
Smash
might-
City also has a Twitter, so we will also retweet
I know,
that.
but how many fans does Smash City have?
Oh,
currently?
zero. Well, one, me.
Right.
Because you didn't befriend it. If it befriended you, you did not befriend it back.
Fuck. It's a bit like when you send me emails, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't respond, I just email lists and then things get done.
Things get done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good at like saying things though. Like before this podcast, I was like, oh, we should write a list of topics to talk about.
Did you do that?
No, because I said to you about it, and like we was explaining, normally,
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
No,
because I had
normally
stuff to do yesterday.
Yeah, but
so
normally I
was busy.
say, I'd be like, oh, we need to do this, and then 10 minutes later, bang, it's in my inbox, job done, don't need to worry about that anymore. Can I burp on a podcast?
Let's see.
Oh, I
Apparently
kept it-
not.
kept it
Apparently
in.
you cannot
Did you get
burp
any of
on a
that?
podcast.
Did you hear it? Good. We'll mute that out. Carry it on. Wasn't there? This is what I mean, Rick. None of this is good, is it? I'm not going to get like a flock of female fans now being like, oh, is that the Danny D guy with the big ears and the
maybe.
burps.
Like I said, you got to be honest, you got to be truthful, and people like that.
Right. You keep saying this.
Yeah, and you keep on being very, very scared of me being very honest and truthful about you.
Yeah, telling me
Like,
to expose myself to the world.
Danny's like, Rick, you know a lot of stuff, all right?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, what was it you suggested earlier? Doing a live podcast.
Yeah. Oh, we should definitely do it live.
Yeah, but I've said like cut 5 times.
Okay, I've got a title for that. Smash City.
Live with the D.
No, Hangout.
Oh.
Hangouts.
Hang on a minute. I've got a podcast name.
Okay.
The Double D's.
The double D's. Yeah, okay, we can work with that.
Danny Dick. Double D's.
Double D's. We both have large breasts.
Double D's.
Yeah.
And it kind of means, I don't know. Double D's. The Double D's.
Is that a bit of a mouthful though? Smash City. Double D's.
Normally is.
Okay, maybe we can work it into a
Well, the Double D show.
title.
I don't know.
I saw your recent TikTok about how you were replying to someone going, okay, I've got 15 seconds to reply to this. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fit that in, but here goes. I feel like because you didn't manage to finish it, because it just cut you off mid-sentence, I feel like if you didn't have that bit at the beginning, you might have got it all in. But it's like, oh, okay, 15 seconds to answer this one. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. Let's give it a go. Okay, countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I go, answering your question.
See, I just felt that, well, I was told that quicker TikTok, like small clips are better than long-winded things. And you know how I ramble and babble on. So I just thought, keep it to the point, short, sharp, concise, and...
Don't finish it. And there wasn't a part 2.
Well, I thought people might ask for a part 2.
And then they didn't. They're like, oh, I get the gist of it.
No, they probably have. I mean, I'm a TikTok sensation. Can I say that?
Okay.
But Josh, don't laugh. I'm going to have to edit out your laughing.
If we make Josh laugh, well, then I think we're okay. Is he our target audience? Basically, he's our only audience at the moment.
If he goes home and then watches this, like listens. But yeah, no, TikTok sensation. I mean, I got like 7 million views in a week.
That was good.
That's. I've only got.
Well, that's because of one person. That's because who you were doing TikToks with, really.
So my 2 most popular TikToks, she is in both of them. My 3 most popular TikToks, she's in the top 2. Rebecca Goodwin. She's great, isn't she? She's very funny.
You know what's annoying?
That she has tits and we
The
don't.
video that is now my top TikTok has about 900,000 views. But it's of you balancing your groin
Is it that?
on the corner of the table.
So can I reshare that on the top?
I don't know, maybe. Can you reshare things?
I think so.
I've never reshared anything on there.
Because if I could...
I was annoyed because you overtook my ghost inventions. My name is Zap Harrington.
Right.
I never believed in ghosts until I was raped by one.
You can't say that word on
I just
YouTube.
did. And I was very, very proud that had a crap load of, of views. And then it's like, oh, my highest one is bloody Danny D.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
He just spreads everywhere like a virus.
And that is one of our things, isn't it? Just we're
spreading everywhere like a virus is our thing, isn't it?
No, I meant like we'll go to a location. If they do have a nice table, we are more than happy to
rest our groins on
just
the
try
corner.
and flow. It's a balancing act.
It's a balancing act.
What was them little toys? I'm going to show my age now, isn't it? You know them little toy birds you used to get and they used to balance.
Yeah, because they got like the wings.
What we need is we'll pretend we've got one. If you look up on the monitor now, Rick, just on the screen there, you can see Josh has just pulled up a picture of the little birds.
Yeah, that's the one.
We hold.
In woodwork in school, we made a little device where you could put your belt on this wood thing, and it would, that your belt would come this way, and you could hold it on your finger just like those things.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Really shows our age, doesn't it? That was the toys that we had.
Yeah. They were the toys we got in our stockings. A little tangerine at the bottom as well.
Sack of coal.
A yo-yo.
Every time.
A lot of coal. Yeah, but that's worth a lot these days.
Could be. Yeah, should have just saved it. Actually, talking about shit gifts, my mum, right, one Christmas.
Talking about shit gifts, my mum.
I've never let this one go. One year, right, she thought this was fucking hilarious. She wrapped up bricks, right? I opened the brick, right? I opened the Christmas morning. I'm like 12, do you know what I mean? You opened up a brick. There was a little note on the brick. Build your own house kit. All right. Christmas morning, and she just thinks this belly look. You know what I mean? It's Christmas morning. I'm like, you sick individual. Like, what, do you know what I mean? She's like, open another one. I'm like, no, like, it's going to be a brick.
How many bricks were
do you know
there?
what I mean?
Was it just one brick?
It was one brick, but at this point, I'm thinking,
These
looking
are
at
all
the boxes,
bricks.
and I'm like, it's going to be a kitchen sink in there, isn't it? That's going to be just a bit of pipe work or something. You know what I mean? I think I got a telly or something. Do you know what I mean? It was an old telly with a big back. Anyway, but how did we get onto Christmas?
Doesn't matter. Just keep going.
People aren't coming back, are they?
I don't know.
I mean,
they probably want to hear stories about
my Christmases,
the industry and stuff.
Oh, should we do some of them?
Well, you should finish your story that you started on TikTok about, like, don't rush it. Like how you realized you are bigger than the other guys and decided.
Do that on here.
I don't know. Should we? Or should we just?
Should we let them? Maybe comments. Maybe we could do that.
If you want to hear about it, maybe we'll do it in a live one.
Yeah, or like if people have things they want to, like if someone's like, look, I'm only going to watch this again if you actually talk about something fucking relevant and this is what it is.
Maybe we do it for members only. Like we do a naughty one that we don't have to worry about getting demonetized or anything because it's just for members.
Or we could put a completely rude version on the hub.
Yeah. We might do a very naughty
not like
one.
naked. I'm not about you and me just sat here completely stark.
I was just going to be, yeah.
No wonder your mum can't watch this. Hi, Danny's going to be doing what? Saying things, not doing. Right. But yeah, I mean, we could just do an explicit version on the hub. But
yeah.
Who knows? Why are we even thinking about other platforms? We haven't even got one viewer on this yet. We're like, hang on, we need to branch out.
We're like a virus. We like spreading.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like butter.
No one's coming back. But yeah, look, if someone does think, I don't know, this was a good show, I'd like to hear about how Rick Bush went from, sorry, no, I didn't say that, Dick Bush, real name, FYI, went from London Film School to dirty, sleazy Medway, shooting Danny D's...
Shooting up.
No. Filming Danny D's dingaling, like that word, dingaling. How you ended up in the dingaling game.
Yeah.
Write it below. If you want to find out about my dingaling.
If you want to find out, I think people know a lot about your dingaling. They've Googled. I mean, if they're here watching, they've seen you
small
completely naked.
Very small fan base.
Very small balls.
Very small. I do have them. I do have small balls. But you tease me about.
But also long.
What?
Very small but long.
At times they will dangle. But more often than not. But again,
They have been wrapped around.
they did get, yeah, she was a very scary performer. But you tease me about my testicles quite often on set. And, you know, I don't think it's a fair judgment because it's not like you just come along and like looked at them on a Wednesday. Well, you have seen them on a Wednesday, but just, you know, when I'm just chilling and they're all like, you know, at their plumpest, you see me at the height of, you know, small ballness. Generally in the act
Because
of work.
your balls shrink.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
That's why, you know,
well, yeah,
cough.
they go in.
Yeah, and then the skin retracts a little bit, tightens up. I've gone from Christmas to my testicles in about 2 minutes, Rick. We can't release this. It's just not going to go well for me.
I think you need to stop dissing.
Talking. Oh.
Just stop talking. We will get so many more views if we are just silent. No, that's a bad idea. That's just dead air. Dead air.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
We're entertainers.
Have you ever
Content creators.
did you ever do like a student radio show or anything like that?
No, the best I did was recording off of the radio onto a tape.
Yeah.
And then pretend it. I think I had a mic that you could talk over the top of the tape.
Nice.
And I'd like pretend I was on like Invicta FM or something.
Yeah, I used to make little radio shows with my friends.
And try and
And then
introduce-
at university, I was on a radio show called Fool's Gold. Fusion 106 FM.
You do
was
have
the
a bit
student.
of a radio voice, actually.
I have a radio voice.
Yeah, never see that before. Didn't think. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, didn't. Wasn't at school very long, if I'm honest. The school I was at, we didn't have radios and stuff. Like,
Radios back then,
you know,
no
well,
gramophones.
No, it's more like we had a tannoy that every now and then there was like a little naughty kid that got on it and was like, "Fuck your mum." Do you know what I mean? Went around the whole school. Everyone was like, "Hey!"
Would Danny D please come to the headmaster's office? I was going to say your real name then.
Wow.
But no.
Yeah. I mean, I've said your real name like 3 times.
Yeah, but Dick and Rick are very, very similar.
So close. I mean, Dan and Danny are very close. So, you know. Anyway, yeah, no college for me, no college radio. Yeah.
I had to do impressions of celebrities.
You had to?
Yeah, because that was my role in one of these episodes. Was the guy who was the main presenter said, "Rick, I want to interview these famous people. Can you do impressions of them?"
Amazing.
So I had to do Jack Nicholson, I remember, and I had to do Elmo as well.
Nice.
And he got Elmo high. He it was like, do you want a cigarette, Elmo? Okay, these look like I haven't seen cigarettes like this before. He's like, okay, just like this. And he's like, got the lighter there. Yeah, deep inhale. Okay.
So you'd have to, like, I didn't do college. Like, what is this just played around whilst you're in class? Like, this is just the college
This is
radio?
for everyone in the vicinity of this university can listen to it. Like, anyone can listen to it. It's on the radio.
But do they have it
106.
on in campus, like on site?
No, but you could tune it.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, now, yeah, you definitely can burp on a podcast, but you've got to learn not to do that, especially when we're filming and the model is right there and you just let out this gargantuan, you don't even think about it. But I always look at the model after you do that and they're like this.
This is what I mean. Generally, the world don't see this bit, you know. It's not good. I apologise. Just hide behind my mic. It's not going to end well, is it? But look, maybe if we end up with a Spotify exclusive, then
Then we'll get better.
well, they don't. Yeah, we'll get better editors. We'll be able to cut all that stuff out. But like, surely that just means no video, right? Is there video? There's not video on Spotify, is there? I don't think there is. I know there is on the Joe Rogan show, but like, I don't think Happy Hour had it.
I don't know.
They had a nice setup, Happy Hour. A lot better than ours.
Well, again, I think you should stop putting down our setup and what we're doing because other people might start to believe you. And if there's one thing people shouldn't do
all right.
is believe Danny.
This is very true. Do not believe.
Danny makes a lot of stuff up
I do. I'll just say things and
just to see
to
if
say it with
people...
a straight face. It's surprising, right? How many people will just go along with you?
Like today, you blamed Josh for taking a massive, horrendous crap in the toilets. And she was like, oh, no, you can't let the model go in there. Josh has just done a crap in there.
It was 5 minutes before the scene. What was I going to do?
But Liz went and had a little whiff, came back and, that isn't someone's poo. No, that's just sewerage. That's just sewerage. No one has a poo that smells like that.
I had a dicky tummy, Rick. I don't know what to say. It was a couple of minutes before the scene. I knew that I was going to be jiggling around. I'm crying now on a podcast. I honestly, just please don't put this on the
Were you just
internet.
like legs up, like,
like there's so much bad stuff of me on the internet, and this is what I don't want on the
then
internet.
you came out
of everything.
and
This.
let everyone know
No,
that
just the crew. I didn't go up to the girl and be like, heads up, I've just had a massive shit in trap number 2. Give that a wide berth. I came in, what I did, right, I pulled Josh to one side, got him in the office and was like, listen, 2 things have happened, all right? I've opened the window in the bathroom. You need to know that because I don't want a pigeon getting in. And number 2, I've had a massive shit in there. You're going to have to take the fall for this because like I can't just go up to the girl. She was about to go in there. I can't just be like, oh, sorry, love. Yeah, I'm about to put my willy in your mouth. And I've just taken a massive crap. Obviously I won't and stuff. It's just not sexy, is it? So it's a lot easier if I blame Josh. This is what I mean. She's going to now watch this. She left knowing we was doing a podcast.
now she knows. But you were insisting that it was Josh and Josh had done this. And Liz was insisting, no, that's just sewerage. That's just a smell. Like, poo doesn't smell like, that's just bad sewerage plumbing going on. And she said she was so determined that it wasn't Josh. And you had to say, you actually came clean and said, it was me. I did it.
What of all things you could have picked?
Danny never comes clean. It's filthy. But you said, no, I did it. It was me.
Well, to the crew. Like, you know.
To the crew. And Liz was just like, what?
It was mainly because...
How?
It was mainly because, like, she was so, like, didn't believe...
No,
that
she
it was
didn't believe
poo.
you at all.
Or it was that smell. Like, you know. It just had to come out. It was jiggling around inside, you know. This really isn't the best podcast in the world, is it?
Every podcast we've done, we've spoken about
Poo.
Yeah, and
the
going
last
to the
one.
toilet.
Well, no, the last one was about me getting pooed on, right?
Yeah, we had a 30-minute section where we spoke about this one scene for Danny's OnlyFans where Danny just got pooed on.
Probably should have closed them windows, shouldn't we?
I don't think they can hear that. I don't think they can hear that massive motorbike.
Yeah, they can. He was very, very concerned.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
that's all right.
Fine.
Note for next time. One thing I have noticed.
That's probably what you sounded like in the bathroom.
It was like he was putting a clip in and that from the security.
I'm going to create note to future Rick editing this. Put a shot of Danny on the toilet doing this.
And just at the point that light goes past.
Just fade it in slowly.
Oh, why don't we do a podcast? This is why. Future Rick. Just there's so many future Rick little notes. But yeah, no, back to podcasts. One thing I've noticed is out of a couple that I watched, No Jumper, shout out, great show. The other one is The Impulsive Thing, right? They all say they're the greatest show, right? So Impulsive, they say number 1 podcast, greatest podcast on the earth or something, or most viewed.
Welcome to the greatest pod show on planet Earth and Mars.
Less of the radio presenter voice. And then we've got No Jumper, number 1 podcast in the world. Why don't we just tell everyone, number 1 podcast in the world, Spotify exclusive, job done.
Yeah.
And then it goes, like you say, people believe what we say.
That's not very believable, though, is it? We should say we're the 3rd best podcast in the world.
Who wants to be the 3rd best?
So I'm going to let everyone in on what we've just done here. We had this exact conversation in the
clever.
failed podcast.
Why? I put it in seamlessly.
I
Rick.
know, it was really good. It was so well done.
No, and then
but our reactions aren't genuine because when we talked about it the first time, like we should be the 3rd one, that was a joke, and we were chuckling.
So what you're saying is this podcast has fallen flat.
Oh yeah, no, I think we're like the 5th best podcast. 5th best podcast in the world. Smash City.
Smash City.
double D's.
The double D's.
So
I think you're making it weird. You're like, double D's.
Oh, yeah, because my brain is like,
Double D's.
Does that work? Yeah, but what do people say when they're suggesting it to their friends?
Got to see them double D's.
You got to see those double D's.
Boy, I hear that a lot. You seen them? You seen them double D's, boy?
Who are the presenters?
Danny and Dick.
Well, it's Danny D and Dick Bush.
We'll just change your name. Dush.
D.
Dick Dush.
It's Danny D.
Straight up.
And
I will
Dick
pay
D.
all D polls. Like, you want to get that done just for this podcast. And that could be an episode. We change your name
to Dick Dush.
Dick Dush. I've tried to pay.
All one word. Dick Dush.
I've tried to change Josh's name a few times.
What did you want to change it to?
I just offered him a lot of money to change his name. Like,
to what?
I can't remember what some of the suggestions were, but there was some crackers. There was some real. He's been offered a lot of things. He's been offered to get our company logo.
Yeah,
new
tattoo.
one. Let's get him Smash City tattooed on him.
Yeah, Smash City. But let's put it on his arse. Right on his arsehole, Smash City. It's like, arrow won't be needed. It'll be literally in the middle of the buttocks, just Smash City.
Oh my! I'm so sorry, Josh. He stayed after work and everything for this, and now we're on about tattooing Smash City across his arse.
Yeah,
but look.
But how much would that?
Is there a price?
Would you? 2,000. All right.
I believe I offered him $5,000 at one point to get.
Whoa! What? Ah, no, it just went up.
There's a few.
Yeah, so 2,000.
I didn't have $5,000 to give him. I mean.
Yeah, but we'll just make it part of the budget of Smash City.
We have a budget?
Yeah, you sold all of your crypto and your apes, right? So now you have all the money that you... Oh, did you not sell them when you said you were going to sell them?
No. I kept them. Kept them.
Oh, well.
It's all right. It's all good. I'm still up from when I bought.
Yep, cool.
I do worry that it looks like I've been crying a lot. So when we're going to cut this trailer...
Yeah, it's not 2021.
And now we're talking about crypto, I'm probably going to cry a little bit more. It's like, oh, wow, it's into the subject. Just want to highlight that, because if we cut to crypto and it looks like I'm now crying, you know.
No, it's apt.
But yeah. No, the apes. We love the apes. But I think we're just going through one of them little markets at the moment.
Yeah.
Little down spell. Need a little... It's kind of impressive how much they're still trading for, considering. But people don't like NFTs. They don't.
Well, it's just confusing for a lot of people, I think.
I don't know. I talk to people and most people shut off when I talk to them.
Yeah.
To be fair. It doesn't.
All I'm saying is we could have had a massive, massive budget.
We could have.
For this.
We could have really had a budget.
Yeah. And, for movies to make, non-porn movies, we could have had a big old budget for those.
Didn't think of that, though.
You didn't?
Not really.
Oh.
Well, like using it for that.
Oh, right.
Like, but yeah, NFTs, crypto, it'll come back one day.
Yeah, one
hopefully.
day. Yeah.
Or it won't. Then just got a silly little monkey
Yeah,
picture.
like a decade or so, you'll be...
They said Bitcoin's dead a long time. Long time, lots of times.
Lots of times.
This is what I mean. I shouldn't be on a podcast. I feel I'm still trying to compose myself from the tears. Just trying to get them back. My eyes are drying back up again. There's a lot of laughing.
Have we ever done a scene where we've started laughing in the middle of sex for some reason, and we've had to stop because you're just like streams of tears from
I believe
laughing?
So there's been a couple. I did one. Definitely did one with Rebecca Moore.
Which one?
She was playing Nigella Lawson, and I put my...
Oh, was that a TVX thing?
It may have been.
I think.
But yeah, as I put my ding-a-ling in, she turned around completely improv and went, "Oh, that's fattening." And And I just lost my credit. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't, and then couldn't keep wood. And the director just wanted that shot, and then I couldn't. But yeah, there's been. I mean, the horny
Rebecca
monster
Moore
scene,
will do that though. She will come out with some absolute
belters.
bangers. Yeah,
I mean, that girl is different breed.
she will just talk and talk, and she's able just to keep going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
Just talking throughout the scene.
I remember one scene we did with her back in the day. It was like some superhero thing that you wrote, and we get to the ending, shall we call it? And it's like she turns around, she's like, "Right, what's the plan for the ending?" And he was like, "Oh, do the old faithful, or whatever it was, the standard ending." And she's like, "Oh no, like let's do it in my eyes."
Yeah, do you want to do it in my eyes? I'll be like this.
And just stood there, didn't it? And just bang.
Just had a close up of her like this. She's like, "Yeah, get it in."
Different breed. Yeah, no, that's dedication, isn't it? After the crying, I shouldn't have now held my eyes open. I feel like I did really well to dry them out, and now it looks like. See, what this looks like is we've touched on my divorce and I never really recovered. Right? That's what anyone else watching this is thinking. It's like, it's really wounded him there, hasn't it?
You found ways to get over it.
Yeah, no, I'm crying. And
Yeah, I cry.
I moved into the studio. Set a little tent up, lived in there, and then put it away again before the crew came in and realised that I was living in here.
It was winter, wasn't it?
It was very cold.
Very
It was
cold,
very
surely.
winter. Sometimes when it got really cold, I would go to the travel lodge. And Sundays were my favourite.
Did you take your tent?
No.
Did you set up a tent in the travel
I
lodge
was so
room?
used to
You
it,
were just
Rick.
so used
I
to
don't know
it?
what to say, Yeah, Sundays were my favourite. Sundays, because the travel lodge had a little special on $24.99 on a Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Bargain. Real bargain, do you know what I mean? Didn't have to sleep in a tent. This is what I mean, Rick. This is...
No, but this is truth.
I know,
It's
but
real.
people don't want to know that Danny D lived in a tent inside a building.
For months.
Who lives in the... Well...
Months.
Who lives... One,
Months.
Who lives in a tent? Who lives inside a tent inside a building?
That could be the start of our theme tune. Who lives in a tent?
Shall we do an outro? If you want to see episode 2, where we discuss my tent, where we do a tent tour.
We should do a studio tour.
We should do a studio tour.
We'll do a video where we do a studio tour. Yeah.
Well, maybe
That'd be cool.
they'll see that if we do other stuff.
Yeah, it won't be up in the podcast. It'll be like on the channel. We'll do a tour of the studio.
There's going to be lots of things for people to watch.
There'll be lots of things.
Yeah.
We're going to get Josh doing so many things.
I'm not going to lie. You did sell a lot of this project to me on
Bullying Josh.
the freedom I would have of creativity with Josh. You said that I was allowed a lot of scope to create challenges or interesting viewing for Josh.
Yep.
Well, not for Josh.
But I did say you're going to have to bribe him with monies to get
with
him to do
things.
stuff.
With things.
Or things, sure. But I feel like Josh could come off pretty well this year. He's
Sorry,
rubbing his fingers like this,
Did you
saying,
not
"Yeah,
just
show me the
hear
money."
I was living in a tent. Sundays were my favourite because it was $24.99 to stay in the travel lodge. How much do you think I'm going to offer him? I mean, what do you mean, Skrilla?
I feel like if he said yes to a couple of grand to getting Smash City tattooed on his bum, you would
find that
dig
money.
into those
I'd
pockets.
find that money. I'd go old school.
But yeah, that I think that's what the Danny D show is going to be about. Like, I'm going to do some stuff. Like, you're never going to know what the hell you're going to do.
And he's the victim, the co-star.
Yep. I've hidden Josh's trainers. Let's watch as he tries to find them.
I've hidden Josh's family in a container ship heading to...
It's slowly filling up with water. Let's cut to them live. Josh, you have about 15 minutes till you're orphaned.
Funny thing is, he can't get there in 15. Yeah, no, that was...
Funny thing is, I filmed this yesterday. He's like, I reached them in 10 minutes. Oh, no. My family's dead.
What?
Podcast.
No, we can't do this.
No, we can't say that. Cut that.
Cut that.
Cut that. Future Rick.
Future Rick, cut that.
I'm going to have a show on here called Future Rick.
What, where we just put all of the bits that you weren't
It's
allowed
just
to
me
show.
like, what? You want me to do what past Rick?
Edit. got lots of tears in my eyes. I feel that, you have a pee before the podcast.
Yeah, it just fills me up nicely enough to get me through.
I should have a cry before the podcast, just so that when I laugh, this doesn't happen.
I feel like the emotion will be gone if you have a cry before. I think it's better to get it all out now. Oh, it is, because we've been touching on stuff and it's coming through. It's nice. It's honest. It's
laughing.
Truthful.
When I laugh, I cry.
Sure, you've been laughing so much.
I laugh when I cry. I cry when I laugh, and I cry when I ejaculate.
Sure.
It's the two points in my life when I always cry.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself about 5 years from now?
Jesus Christ, that is
quite a high pedestal to reach. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, pretty much. 5 years, probably just doing this. I'll be not podcasting. I don't.
No, we won't. You won't be recording. You will just be talking into a microphone for yourself.
I'll be
a couple of speakers in front of you, just blasting it back, feedback loop.
Yeah. And I'll just
your ears will be bleeding. You're still crying.
Yeah, talking about the good old days when I had
5 years ago when you used to record your podcast.
When I had a TikTok that had 7 million views, and I'll be like, let's revisit that. 7.1 after 5 years. Look at that. Heyday. So, it'd probably be something like that, I imagine. What about yourself? 5 years?
I'm guessing just the same.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. No, I'll be off making feature films. Just leave you guys behind.
That doesn't work.
I feel like
does not work for me.
Yeah, but if we're making feature films together,
that works for me.
And then I'd still be okay with shooting your
dick slinging
corn stuff.
I probably shouldn't have said dick slinging so quickly to you. Saying corn stuff.
Which was a surname I considered when coming up with my porn name. It was sort of Spider-Man themed,
Yeah. It's a nice one.
It's the Dick Slinger. Thwip.
Dick slinger. It's a good profession.
His webbing is so sticky.
Yeah, I might have that put on a business card. Danny D, professional dick slinger.
Dick slinger.
Dick slinger. Do you think you need to say professional? Is there a difference between an amateur dick slinger and a professional dick slinger?
You sound like a private investigator.
Yeah, Dick Slinger.
Dick Slinger.
I like it.
P.I.
Can we write a character called
Dick Slinger?
Right, that's it.
You know what? We should have like a set 10 minutes in this podcast where we come up with our producer concepts.
Yes. And people
people can suggest.
Do our job for it. Suggest some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant get outsourcing.
Well, yeah.
We get them to come up with the ideas.
Yeah. So every month or so, we have to come up with a scene that we write ourselves for.
And the way we come out with them is normally quite funny.
Well, it's kind of like this. Like we just joke about and then we say, we should do that as a scene.
As a joke. And then I think, and some examples like The Invisible Man,
I love that scene.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. And one of them ideas, great idea. And then we're like, bollocks, I've got to film this. Yeah.
No, I knew exactly how we were going to do it.
Yeah, it was great for you.
Got a full,
I had to wear a full
green screen suit with a hole for your little chap.
What do you mean my little chap? What are you? You're on about the balls again.
for your tiny little balls to come out. And we shot the whole thing where you're like floating stuff around.
That was very good.
But then the naughty stuff is you in the green screen
just with
the chap out. Yeah, just
floaty
like thing just sort of penetrating. So looked amazing.
Yeah. But that's generally how we come up with some ideas. There'll be a bit of this banter back and forth. That would be a good idea for a
do you remember one shot in that scene where the husband of the girl is like at his computer and then suddenly he's like, what's that smell? And then we cut to like you and you're completely naked because you have to be naked to be invisible and you're just squatting on his desk with your ass right next to his face.
I remember now. Oh dear.
Sometimes you're embarrassed to be completely naked in the acting bits, but if it's hilarious, you're okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm very aware that most corn stars are sexy, athletic, have a good body. It's kind of part of the job description. I am not that. I have oversized genitalia. I get that. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky I'm attached to it. People aren't paying for this boat race. Certainly not the body. So when you're like, all right, take your clothes off. it's just a bit self-conscious, you know, just a bit But if you're like, right, take your clothes off, awkward, you're gonna stick your asshole in this geezer's face who we've just met today. I'm all about that. Like, it's worse for him than it is for me, isn't it? You know, so in them situations, I'm crying again. Like,
do you remember, I think this might be the only scene with acting involved where you were completely naked for the entire acting.
That might be true.
No, the Ghostbusters one that we did, where you were a ghost corn star, and Lee Darby and Ava Cox were the Ghostbusters, and they were chasing you around, and you're just naked, and you were complaining about, I don't want to be naked and running around. And you're just running around like a little animal, and they're chasing you. And you startled Lee Darby so much that I caught her genuine reaction.
That was it.
There was a shot where she had to come into a little room, turn around and see you and be like, oh my God. But as she turns around, you go like that. And she goes, oh.
It's so fun making corn stars jump, though, on set. They do.
Yeah, you were doing that today.
She loved it. She was so jumpy. Like, I literally walked past her and she was, I was like, all right, love. I mean, that gave me the idea then. I was like, off we go.
There are a lot of those videos on TikTok.
What?
And Instagram and
scares.
YouTube where people are making their partners jump because they're really, really jumpy.
I feel like I'm slipping. I don't know.
Well, mentally. Emotionally.
Emotional. Well, hang on. The tears are going now. I've got a little one in this eye. That's it. That's gone now.
Okay.
Just stab that back in.
All right. No, take it out. Not the eye.
Definitely not.
No.
But no, that's it's all right to cry on a podcast. Just as long as Future Rick edits it all out.
Oh, no. No, there is no future Rick.
And as long as what? And as long as everyone knows it was due to the bands and not
not anything emotional.
No. Dead inside. I'm a corn star.
Yeah.
Maybe people want to hear about that.
How you're dead inside.
Am I? Are we? Who knows?
Maybe that's what we should call the podcast.
Am I
Smash
dead
City. Am I?
Oh, I thought you meant are we dead inside?
Oh, well, we could call this episode that, if you like.
I do think that we need a title, like, because we're I don't know how long this episode is, but we're however long into this episode, and we haven't. I thought that we would have had a title.
How long into this episode are we? 58. Wow.
Shit.
2 minutes and we're done.
So do we do a rap? A rap?
A rap. We do a rap. Okay. Let's freestyle. Come on.
I'm not freestyling.
I'll do a beatbox.
Bad content of me today. Why? No. Because now Future Rick is going to put a little thing over this, and this
Future Rick is going to put a thing over this.
Exactly. No, we won't do a rap outro.
I think every podcast we should outro with just freestyle rap.
I don't have that. Definitely not in my locker.
What if I write you one every episode?
You wrote me a song once.
Yeah.
I had to sing that on your bed, making a lot of eye contact with you. Come back episode 2 if you want to hear about that.
Yeah,
you know,
it was called Technically Illegal.
It was, and some of the things that happened in that room were technically illegal, but we'll leave that there. That's for another episode. Okay, episode 2.
Yeah, come back.
If there's going to be... What, me? I'm a co-host.
Do come back.
What are you...
Do come back.
Oh, you're doing to them?
Do come back.
Do come on her back.
Do come on her back.
Oh, I'm going to come on your back in a minute.
That's a quote.
But we don't know where from.
No, I know where it's from.
Where from?
Weird Science XXX.
Oh, there you go.
That was where you quantum leaped into a stripper, and my character was at a strip club, and then you had to give me a lap dance. There were like shots where she's giving me a lap dance, and then in the close-up, it's just you and her body going, oh God.
It's weird how I don't trust you, isn't it? You're like, let's do this. And I'm like, oh. You know, that day I trusted you, and I ended up.
I feel like you
dance.
Mostly trust me.
Most of the time. Sometimes it backfires.
Episode 2, we'll talk about scenes where...
Oh, I thought, do you trust me? We're going to do trust exercises where, like, you're just going to, like...
Danny's trust was betrayed. Dick, when you described this scene, this is not what I had in mind, all right?
There has been a few things like that, though, where things are better in my head than... Or we'll come up with a funny idea and be like, oh, that'd be really funny. And then it's just not funny on the day, and it's a little bit awkward. And I feel, you know,
like what?
I don't know if I can say, like the really old lady. I thought that would be really funny. I was like, oh, let's get a really old lady in, and we'll do an antique store. It's just awkward.
It was very awkward. It was very, very quiet.
I just kept thinking, this is someone's nan, you know? And Luke just in the background going, she's got really kind eyes.
That is what he said.
Right, anyway, moving on. We'd end the outro.
And now we'll move on to the actual podcast.
So we say, thanks very much for watching. Should we do it to this one? I don't think we've done anything to that.
Well, we were just looking at each other, really.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to our podcast.
Oh, you ruined it at the end. But yeah, thanks for viewing or listening wherever you're.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Come back for episode 2, where we're going to discuss some absolute
nonsense.
And we will make Danny cry again.
Probably. And we might have a title for the show.
Or we might not.
Yeah. Either way, maybe suggestions on a postcard.
Yeah, post us an actual postcard or email us a postcard.
Rick's address, which is 69 Chocolate Starfish Avenue. I wasn't giving out your... I love the way you didn't trust me enough just to start beeping.
No, I never thought you would, but that was also funny.
You made a
That's all right. I'll explain humour to you.
Next episode.
Yeah.
So we've done emotion.
Emotion.
Next one, giggles.
Next one, yeah.
Okay. Well, episode 2 coming next week. Are they weekly? Monthly? Yearly?
Bi-weekly. Every 2 weeks, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like the word "buy" in it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much. That was the Double D's or the Danny D Show, whichever you prefer.
Maybe. Dick and Dan. Smash City with Dick and Dan.
Smash City with the Danny D Show.
Or Smash something.
Smash D.
Pod City.
No, don't Smash D. Smash Dick. I don't know why the legs are up.